Sabrina here for MoBuzz TV, and we couldn't resist passing this along to these Star Wars freaks out there. Architects Rem Koolhaas and Renier de Graaf have been commissioned to build an expo center in Dubai, and it looks freakishly like the Death Star. The proposed design for the Ras Al Khaimah Convention and Exhibition Center would hold a convention center, hotel rooms, apartments, and office and retail space within its somewhat ominous-looking orb. Obviously, the first convention it should hold is some sort of Star Wars fan fest, and all the hotel bellhops should be dressed like that guy. Oh, silly gadgets, how I do love them. We had thought that in terms of USB devices, nothing would top the intoxicatingly whimsical USB absinthe spoon. But lo and behold, we have the USB mini fridge. It's just the perfect size for chilling a can of your favorite soft drink, or, dare we say it, a beer. And its retro design evokes the fridges of yesteryear. We want one, or maybe 6. Let's get down to something more serious now for a moment, lawsuits. Which big name is it this time? Apple. 2 Californian customers are taking the Apple people to court over what they say are flaws in MacBook displays. First off, they say Apple's claim that it displays millions of colors is false advertising. Quote, the reality is the displays are only capable of displaying the illusion of millions of colors through the use of a software technique referred to as dithering. They also claim the displays are grainy or sparkly, show gradient banding and distracting lines, all no good to, quote, users who rely on the accuracy of displays for various graphic uses. Ironically, they say the problems clear up when they use Boot Camp to run Windows on the Mac, but as Wired points out, wouldn't that make it a software issue, not a display issue? Time to take a break now. If you're working, stop working. Doodle something. Do some origami with some of the paper that clutters your desk. Make a sculpture out of paper clips and tape. Then take a picture of it and send it to this neat little blog, Artwork from the Workplace, where you can marvel at the products of other bored or procrastinating office workers letting their creativity shine. They've got everything from superheroes on a canvas of Post-its to sculpture, expressing office rage, to ingenious eraser creations. In our nearly paperless office, materials are limited to a MacBook Pro, some USB drives, and many various cables. This could be difficult. Here's an office product of the future. This little ring thingy is a concept for a new kind of mouse. Students at Worcester Polytechnic Institute have won one of Popular Science's Invention of the Year awards with this major change in mousing. Let's let them explain it.
So basically what we have is a ultrasonic transmitter right here. It's a transducer. It's basically just a speaker that vibrates above human hearing frequencies. And so that speaker transmits the signal over to this array. It hits each microphone, ultrasonic transducer over here, at different times. And our electronics over here figure out what those different times were, and through a time difference of arrival analysis, creates 3D coordinates from those differences. When we get that, we can send it to the computer in standard mouse protocol, and have the depth, the z-axis, go map to the scroll wheel. And so then you have a plug-and-play mouse that you can use in pretty much any application.
So the whole apparatus together isn't smaller than the traditional mouse, but could definitely be worth it for those suffering from mouse wrist pain, no? With an advancement in information processing, U.S. immigration services may be able to more efficiently prevent people from traveling to that great land. The U.S. is currently in the middle of a sticky renegotiation of its immigration policies regarding European travelers, like how much information they have to provide. You see, the U.S. wants a lot of information, and the EU doesn't want to give quite so much. For a bit of a twist, though, the U.S. is proposing a system whereby travelers have to send that information by internet beforehand, so they can be informed even before they travel if they won't be allowed into the country. Better than getting turned away after making the trip, I suppose. Have we mentioned that tourism to the States has dropped 17% since 2001? Shocking. Over to Britain now for some more Big Brother technology fun, and I don't mean the TV show. So, CCTV cameras everywhere were not enough. It's not enough that those cameras talk to you even. Now they can fly after you. This is a new little type of remote-controlled drone aircraft being tested by British police. It's only 1 meter wide, and it's fitted with CCTV cameras that can send images back to an officer's car or control room. They say they're going to use it for monitoring traffic, but also for combating antisocial behavior. So is it gonna fly along after litterbugs? Maybe they could incorporate the audio into it as well, perhaps with a little robotic arm so it can fly along, pinching you by the ear and berating you all the way home for your wicked antisocial behavior. And then it can send you to bed without dinner. That's all for today. Until next time, I'm gonna try to create art from a pile of USB drives.